Alright. Hey guys, it's Fluormold. Hello. And welcome back to episode 24 of Let's Play Danganronpa. Now, we last left off watching this video. And investigating for the final battle, the final boss, pretty much. So, without further ado, let's continue this investigation and this game. Yep. Yep.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
What?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
What? Yakia, Toko, Hina, everyone. Kyoko. What?
Say what? Too bad.
What?
That's right.
Huh.
It would seem...
Monokuma's a dick. Yeah, he is.
Hey,
Okay. I think we have... Uh-oh. Wait, is that it?
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is a promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started.
That sounded like some Monokuma theater shit.
The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
Here we go. One more time. The final boss is beginning.
Makoto.
Oh shit.
Listen. However,
What?
You called for me and so I appear.
Oh god.
Oh, I'm on fire.
Okay. What the hell?
My
God damn it!
Well now.
Wearing our gloomy what faces? Gloomy Gus, that's what I thought it said, but I wanted to make sure. Genocide Jack really is something. I prefer Genocide Jack over regular Toko. Very much. I'm just saying that right now.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Yeah.
That's fine.
How strange. Unbelievable. Today, I'm feeling white.
Is that? Oh my god! I was about to say something terrible. Is that what Karen says when she's about to call the police? Oh my god. Gotta get you a girl like Toko. No!
Stop talking.
Oh my god.
You guys.
Today I'm feeling white. Bruh.
In the name of my family.
Hey. However.
Okay.
So.
Let's go! Look who had that voice line. I'm feeling white. Bruh. That's what Karen says whenever she enters the fucking mall and doesn't have a mask. I'm feeling white, bruh. I know a couple people who actually are legitimately named Karen and they're like super nice people. But it's so funny. Yep. Deeper and 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 deeper. Oh, there's the core of the earth. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Hanakuma knew what Karens were before Karens existed. No, Karens existed before. They've always existed. Just in different manners. They weren't nearly as prevalent, but any kind of stereotype, there's always been throughout all of history at least one person who's pretty much fit that definition of stereotype. Now, obviously, stereotypes are horrible, but they exist because somebody legitimately was like that. And then some asshat goes, oh, you like that? That means everybody who's like you likes that. That's not how it works at all. But the reason why the stereotypes keep going is because there's at least one person who fits said stereotype throughout all of history. There's one person at least. And obviously, stereotypes terrible, but fucking they also do exist because, like, you know, assholes look at somebody and say, oh, all of you act like that. No, they fucking don't. But yeah, bit of a rant, but typically for a stereotype to happen, you need two people. You need one person who's an asshole who fits the stereotype, and then you need another person who's also an asshole who thinks that that person is everybody. That's basically, yeah. Yeah. I know a few people who are legitimately named Karen, and they are like super sweet, super good, super great people. But I know one of them, stereotypes are fucked up. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, you know, stereotypes exist because, you know, they're real or whatever. They're not fucking real. Stereotypes are bullshit. But like at the same time, they do exist because some asshole looked at somebody and said, oh, everybody's like that. No, they're fucking not. But the point is, there's one person. If a stereotype exists, that means that there was one person throughout a good chunk of history, at least one, who was legitimately like that. And then there was also the asshat who looked at them and went, oh, all of them are like that. So it takes two assholes to make a stereotype, is what I'm saying. Which makes sense, because stereotype is a very bitchy thing to do. Now, I could get canceled for saying that, but and if I'm wrong, let me know. But that's sort of my opinion on it. They exist for a Talia is this. Yeah, again, stereotypes suck, but there was one person who caused that stereotype to exist. So, throughout all of history, yeah, Karens have existed because there was always at least one person who was such a jerk. And unfortunately, that was sort of used, I believe, for a long time to prevent, you know, women getting their rights and stuff, because people would say shit like that alongside a bunch of other shitty stereotypes like, ooh, they belong in the kitchen, yada yada yada. Also complete bullshit, but fucking etc. etc. There's always been one jerk who ruins it for everybody because they happen to meet another asshole who helps them ruin it for everybody. That's how a stereotype happens. You need two people for a stereotype to exist. And it fucking sucks because stereotypes suck. And I know I'm saying that over and over again, but like I'm trying to phrase it in a way where I can get across what I'm trying to say here without accidentally suggesting that, like, oh, stereotypes exist because they're true or some shit. They're true for one person. And maybe more than one person in several cases, but never the entire group. Never the entire group, never even close to the entire group, because everybody's fucking different. So, and I'm trying to say that without getting myself in trouble. Terrible, but I feel like we're abused. Oh my god, yeah. Fucking people would say shit like, oh, they belong in the kitchen, or, oh, they're just bitches or whatever, to, you know, use that as an excuse to shoot down all women and shoot down, you know, shit like women's suffrage and shit like that. It's the same fucking thing that's happening with the LGBT community. There was like a whole show where they just did a thing, and it pissed me off because it was basically, it's a Netflix show called Q-Force, and apparently what it is that they basically took a bunch of gay people, made them spies, which is fine. That is perfectly okay. But the characters are literally just gay stereotypes. All they ever talk about is the fact that they're gay. And they're like all the stereotypical gay stereotype shit. That pisses me off. That is bullshit. My streams are really nice. Yeah. Sure, you can say that about one or two people, but you can't fucking... Stereotypes are real, but not in the sense that they're real. Like, they're real, but not stereotypes, is what I guess is what I'm trying to say here. There are a couple people who will act that way, but not all of them. It's never a good thing to assume. Stereotypes are fucking horrible. And it pisses me off. And I know this is a big rant. I'm just like, how am I going to say this without getting, fucking canceled? I don't know why can't people. Genders, sexualities, etc. It doesn't fucking hurt anyone. Who gives a shit? Who gives a goddamn shit? If you're trans, you're fucking trans. Who cares? Okay? You want to be a guy? Be a guy. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Who's it gonna fucking hurt? There was like maybe 2 people in fucking all of existence that maybe said, oh, I'm trans, so I'm gonna go into this bathroom and now touch your child. No! Maybe, okay, so maybe there's a couple cases of that happening. But 2 cases out of goddamn thousands and thousands, maybe even millions of trans people across the world. That's why stereotypes fucking suck. Because sure, you do have that 1 or 2 people who exist throughout all of history who do shit like that. Or a good chunk of history. Sometimes they might not actually be there, yada, yada, yada. Sure, you get a couple people who are like that, at least. But then you have the thousands and millions of others who are not even close to doing that shit. That's why stereotypes fucking suck. They're horrible. And I hate them. They're a mass overgeneralization of 1 or 2 people. Canceling you, that's for sure. Yeah. And the reason why I'm talking about it so long and derailing the entire episode is because I'm really just trying to say that without getting my ass canceled or some shit. Because, like, maybe I'm fucking wrong. Maybe I am wrong. And that's fine. Somebody can come into my DMs or something and explain to me why I'm wrong. But I don't want people to, just start screaming at me and shit. Because, like, saying this because I have a friend who believed that stuff and everything, and what you're saying now. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't want people to misunderstand what I'm trying to say here. Because I've had a history of I tend to phrase things pretty poorly at times, but so I do have a history of, I'll say something, right, and I'm thinking, oh, this makes sense, here's a good way to say what I'm saying, but I phrased it horribly wrong and made myself look like a racist or some shit. That's happened a couple times before, where I just say something incredibly stupid when what I implied is not at all what I'm thinking. And I'm trying, whenever I talk about stuff like this, stuff that's like more sensitive, I always have to be extremely careful not to do that. Because I don't want to, say something that I don't actually mean by accident. Because I have done that before. And maybe everybody has done that before at some point or not. I don't know. Of course, saying everybody has is also a generalization, which I just went on a whole rant against, so it kind of be hypocritical for me to be saying that. But I'm sure a lot of people have. And happens to almost almost everyone, pretty much. But, like, so I'm trying to phrase it in a way where I'm trying to get across that, yeah, shit like Karens, shit like, what's another, I don't want to fuck with the stereotypes that, I wouldn't fit in. So I'm not going to use any examples of like stereotypes on any minorities or whatever, because I'm white as hell. That would be fucked up for me to try and use that as an example. What's a a stereotype of straight white guys, I guess, is that, well, I don't know. See, I was about to say a stereotype of straight white guys is that we're all rapists and whatnot and shit. And yeah, and that's probably not the greatest example, because a good chunk of us are, and the whole system is really built around that, around supporting that, and that's a whole political conversation. But obviously not all of them. But that was a bad example, because that's probably one of the most contentious topics I could have possibly chosen as an example. But you get the idea. With every stereotype, there are a few people who legitimately fit that stereotype. It exists for a reason. But it's never the whole group. And I hate when people say it is the whole group, because that is bullshit. And so yeah, if I say something like, oh dude, Karens or this existed throughout all of history, it probably has. It most likely has, and like varying levels of prominence and whatnot. But again, it never means everyone. There's a few people who act like that, and then there's the thousands of others who don't. That's kind of what I'm trying to say here, I guess. And that's why I was like, oh yeah, Karens exist through all of history, because yeah, there have been a few people throughout all of history who have acted like that. They're just a lot more prominent now. But that's, again, not every Karen acts like that. I know Karens who are super friendly. I don't hear that somebody's name is Karen and go, oh, you're a piece of crap. No, they're not. They're probably a genuinely great person who just happens to be named Karen. So that's kind of, what I'm trying to get at, I guess. I don't know. I just don't want to get myself in trouble. So I'm trying to phrase this without getting myself in a lot of shit. But anyway, I don't know. Rant's over. I apologize about that, guys, watching the video and watching the live stream. But it got brought up, and I was like, I just had shit to say, I guess. I had some words. But, let's get back to the game. Waiting for the elevator doors to open. Could have been seconds or centuries. Yep. Elevator would come to an end. Eyes. Yep. It's good for that.
Yoo-hoo!
I'm fine with your words, and I listened. Yeah, I just hope nobody... If I did phrase things poorly, just let me know, like in DMs or something. Because obviously, I don't mean to say anything that's going to get me in a lot of shit. Because I have a tendency to do shit like that, so I was trying to be extra careful and explain almost like every word I was saying. But anyway, that stage, the always exciting final boss! Let's go!
Thrills, chills, kills!
What? Yes. Yes! Set skills. Are we ready? Here we go.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule. So listen up. If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win. But if you can't, then I win! And of course,
Yep.
waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment!
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not.
Oh my god.
Bears never go back on their word.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh?
Uh-oh.
Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind only one person?
Ooh.
Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me. I'm right, aren't I?
What?
Do it!
What is wrong with you? Okay.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
What's your evidence?
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it.
What is wrong
I
with
have
you all?
evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense.
How do we all have evidence?
How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
Okay.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey,
Group
you
photo.
stole my line. You're all out to get me. I have evidence.
What a
Yep,
coincidence.
yep, yep,
Evidence
yep,
that
yep.
proves every...
What? This doesn't make any sense.
Here we
How
go.
can the three of us each have that?
Let's go.
That's wrong.
Let's go. It's begun. Got the first shot
it's
in.
not just you three. I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Yeah?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different. With the picture
What?
you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right. Because in my picture... See?
What?
I'm the only one not in it.
Hero, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
Let's look at the photos. All the photos are different. What?
So the secret in these pictures has
What?
been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get
Okay.
us questioning and fighting with each other. The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap? A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
Yep. The ones who got the photo.
In each case, the only one not in the picture
Yeah?
is the person who received it.
Ha ha ha!
So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing.
Yep.
In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing. And in the picture Hero got, he's the only one missing.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
Okay.
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah,
Yep.
I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
Just Monokuma trying to confuse us. What?
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't mind.
Alright, compare them. Yakia's picture is in the pool. Hina's picture is on the track. Hiro's picture is, I guess, during lunch. My picture. Is there a connection there, or am I looking at the wrong thing? Okay.
Can you just forget about the photo already? Ugh. Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that,
I don't think the photos are
they
fake.
went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
So you think they're fake? No, I assure you, they're quite real.
But what are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that. So it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I don't remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
We found evidence to suggest our memories got wiped. Yeah. But how did they wipe our memories? That's my question. Amnesia. E. S. A. No, A. Okay.
Now
Got
I
it.
understand.
Amnesia.
Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You expect me to believe
Oh
such
my
an
God.
unbelievable occult-type story?
Yeah, we all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
Alright. Yeah, because we found evidence in those lockers.
You're saying we all
Alright.
got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I
Yeah.
remember everything that's happened.
So the idea that we all lost our memories.
Okay.
It's totally stupid. Obviously.
Okay, so only one of them.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia?
Interview
Since
DVD.
when did this turn into some
Interview
kind
DVD.
of sci-fi
I promise you, ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
Got it.
No, that's wrong. Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD
Yep.
does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
No.
It's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean...
I mean all of us, including you.
You lie! I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the
Yep.
DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
Yep.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here!
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
What?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were
Yep.
the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
What?
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here
Yep.
forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
Yeah.
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal
Yep.
kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course.
Yep.
There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
But how could someone just steal our memories?
How? Come, that hardly matters right now. If I said it was
Oh my
hypnotism, would you
God.
believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster,
Yeah.
taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was
Yeah.
a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
You mean the motive
Yep.
you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a
What?
secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
Yep. Alright. Forgot how good of a trial this is, especially for the first game.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That
Yep.
much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course!
Yep.
They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
Exactly. You're just
Oh,
making
God.
stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
No.
No, that's wrong.
No.
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
Yep.
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
Yep.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
But how'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
Well, it's not me.
I blame Makoto.
What?
Why me?
'Cause it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Oh, I get it! The only way he could have
No,
survived
you
is if he was
idiot!
actually the mastermind himself, right?
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Wait! What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic.
What the hell,
The mastermind's
guys?
true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh?
Yep.
But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Yep.
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
Yep.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Except she has been dead for at least
Consider
a few
this.
days.
What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
Sorry.
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it does.
Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know.
You're wrong.
She denied me before I could even say anything.
Uh-oh.
Come on. I mean, you think I'm
Uh-oh.
not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
Oh my god. Okay.
Mukuro
Kusaba's
was the
profile.
ultimate soldier.
Yeah.
She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Are you finished?
You didn't deny me this time, Z-Wimsey.
What?
You made me go all cutesy.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
Okay.
Mukuro was the ultimate. She must have been. So, when you think of it, obviously, she got all the.
Yep.
No, that's wrong. No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school,
Yep.
she hadn't sustained a
Yeah.
single injury.
To be denied so completely. Actually, It's kind of refreshing.
Oh
Maybe
no.
it's because of all of Master's training.
Anyway,
Oh my god.
so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Yeah.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night?
What happened last night?
Makoto,
Oh.
you said you were attacked in your room by a masked
Oh
assailant.
shit.
If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
I got it! The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
Got him.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think.
Oh my god.
Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
Huh. Yeah. The mass attacker didn't have that. Or the fake nails. Alright, we're definitely picking
You
something
never
up.
saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
I think that's what I
You're wrong.
shoot.
Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Exactly.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is
The
it
hands?
the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left foot?
It wasn't the feet.
Or could it be the hips?
Oh, I've got to remember which one. Hold on. Hold on. I'm not great with my left and rights. I'm literally going to lie down on the floor the way we found her. And I'm going to figure out what hand it is. Hold on. Lying on the floor. Okay, so Makoto would be approaching from that direction, right? Monokuma's voice actor, the dub is so good. Do I want to turn on the webcam for this? I don't know if I could point the webcam down here. Nah, fuck it. We'll keep the webcam off. Alright. So, here's what I'm thinking. I'm lying down on the ground. I could have just lied on my bed. That would have been a lot better than this. I don't know why I did this, but whatever. So I'm lying down on the ground. Yet the approach is from that direction, which in my room is from the bookshelf, which means it would be this hand that was seen. And this is my Right hand. Right hand. Alright. Got it. Right hand. Alright. Whew.
You never saw their face, so you can't have. I'm telling you
Right
now,
hand.
you're wrong. There's another part of the. Oh? Is it the
Right or the left hand?
Fuck. I fucked it up.
Shoot!
You never saw their. So you can't have. I'm telling you now, you're wrong. There's another part of the attack.
Oh? And what is it, the right hand or the left hand?
Right there.
Maybe the. Or perhaps. Or could it be. The hips?
I had to literally lie down on the ground for that.
You never saw their face, right?
Oops.
So you can't have any idea who is I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro.
No, it wasn't.
No, that's wrong. Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly.
The only reason I didn't turn on my webcam was because I was like super nervous about how I look. Which is really stupid of me to be, considering I literally perform live concerts on Twitch with my webcam. So I don't know why I was so concerned about that. But I was like, ugh.
A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the
Yep.
right hand of the person who attacked me. And there
Yep.
was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't
Right.
prove that it was me. It could have been, you know, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the
Yeah.
gym tearing you apart, so it couldn't have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh, no snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh?
What?
Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
She's taking off her gloves. The gloves are coming off!
Your hands!
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Alright.
My
Damn.
scars should suffice as proof.
So her hands were totally burnt.
Makoto,
Yeah.
did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
Got him.
This is just awful. On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours.
Fuck you.
Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet. Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good
Yeah.
while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In
Nope.
that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow, she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere?
Yep.
She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Then,
Damn.
she was being stored somewhere?
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
Biolab.
I got it! Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
Yep.
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
Tight.
I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something.
Ooh.
I
Let's
noticed that
go.
some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says Biolab.
Yeah, it does.
Cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In
Yep.
fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
Yep.
You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Oh, got him.
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency.
I did notice
One
this, I
so
think.
major it can't be overlooked.
La la la.
Yeah.
I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Such a child.
No.
Oh well, just ignore him.
Hey, by the way, Makoto,
Oh my
what
God.
about that one thing?
What one thing?
What do you think? I'm talking
What?
about your family.
What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message.
No, I didn't, but
So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
what does this have to do with the case?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Yeah.
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop.
Talking about that.
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yep. Yeah. There were 9 bodies in the morgue. Oh! Bullet time with Monokuma.
Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
Got
Are
him.
you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
Hold on.
I'm not listening!
Hold on.
I'm not listening! That's
Hold on. Timer, I know. I'm closing you. Once this is done, we're going to end off the episode, but...
I'm not listening! This should prove it.
Got it! Lights! Woo!
The consistency Hyoko's talking about is... the lights.
Got him.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in, and there were only 9.
Yep.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Yep.
Suspicious? Why? That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far.
Yep. Okay. We are going to stop this episode here. If you guys have enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tomorrow, we are going to continue with this investigation, continue with this trial. I don't think we'll finish it tomorrow, but I feel like... Well, I don't think we'll finish it next episode, but I feel like we'll probably have the game done by the end of tomorrow. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but we'll find out. So, that's it for this episode. If you guys have enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Blue Emerald, signing off. Good night, everybody.